SpongeBob and Patrick are jellyfishing in a far corner of jellyfish fields. SpongeBob has his brand new net, and he's really excited to try it out. Suddenly, Patrick gets sucked into a hole. SpongeBob reaches out to grab him, but the hole disappears and Patrick falls into a cave. SpongeBob follows the sound of Patrick's muffled cries and finds him at the bottom of a deep pit. Patrick says he found a secret passage, but it's too dark to see. So SpongeBob lights up his pineapple home and puts it on the ground to use as a lantern. When they shine the light into the passage, it reveals a long, winding tunnel. SpongeBob and Patrick look at each other, then at the tunnel, then back at each other. They both want to go, but neither wants to admit it. Finally, SpongeBob says, "I'm scared," and Patrick replies, "Me too." But their bravery kicks in when they hear a baby jellyfish cry out for help. They hold hands and slowly make their way through the tunnel. When they reach the end, they find themselves in a huge cavern filled with thousands of jellyfish of all shapes, sizes, and colors. In the middle of the cavern sits a giant, majestic jellyfish. Its bell glows brightly, and its tentacles seem to pulse with electric light. All the jellyfish gasp and turn towards SpongeBob and Patrick. The giant jellyfish speaks, and its voice echoes with electrical hums. "Who are you?" it asks. SpongeBob explains that he's just a simple fry cook who lives in a pineapple under the sea. The giant jellyfish looks at him for a moment, then says, "You have come a long way, little sponge, to claim your birthright." SpongeBob and Patrick are confused. Birthright, what does it mean? The giant jellyfish explains that an ancient prophecy foretold the coming of a chosen sponge who would bring balance to their world. They believe SpongeBob is the chosen one, and so he must complete 3 tasks to prove himself worthy. If he succeeds, they will give him a magical net that can call jellyfish from anywhere. If he fails, though, he will never see the sunlight again. SpongeBob and Patrick look around. All the jellyfish are watching intently. Patrick gulps, but SpongeBob takes a deep breath and accepts the challenge. The first task is to catch a jellyfish without using a net or any tools. This seems easy enough, but the jellyfish is quick and graceful, darting around SpongeBob's flailing arms. SpongeBob chases it all over the cavern, but it's too fast for him. He's about to give up when he remembers something the giant jellyfish said. He slows down and begins to imitate the jellyfish's movements, copying its patterns and predicting its direction. The jellyfish stops and watches curiously as SpongeBob approaches it slowly and calmly. Then, just as he's about to grab it, it disappears. SpongeBob isn't sure if he did it right, but the giant jellyfish tells him he passed the first test because he showed patience and understanding. For the second task, the giant jellyfish asks SpongeBob to solve a riddle. Why do jellyfish and magnets attract each other? SpongeBob thinks for a moment. Is it because they're both glowing? No, that can't be right. Then it hits him. It's because they're both made of electric stuff. The jellyfish gasp in surprise, and the giant jellyfish congratulates SpongeBob on his quick wit. For the final task, the giant jellyfish asks SpongeBob to do something kind for the citizens of the Lost City. SpongeBob looks around and sees a group of baby jellyfish huddled together, scared and alone. Their parents have gone missing, and they don't know where to find them. SpongeBob gathers all the jellyfish in the cavern and announces he'll help them find their parents. With everyone's help, they search the city, but the parents are nowhere to be found. Just when SpongeBob is about to give up, he remembers the jellyfish jelly he collected earlier. He uses it to create a trail of glowing goo back to the cavern. The parents, drawn by the familiar scent, follow the trail and reunite with their babies. The giant jellyfish is impressed with SpongeBob's kindness and announces he has passed all 3 tasks. The jellyfish cheer and shower him with jellyfish jelly as the reward. The giant jellyfish gives SpongeBob a magical net that can call jellyfish from anywhere. And with that, SpongeBob and Patrick return to Bikini Bottom. They land in jellyfish fields, and SpongeBob gives Squidward some jellyfish for his garden. Squidward is too grumpy to appreciate them, but SpongeBob doesn't mind. He and Patrick head home, bragging about their adventure. But the next day, Patrick wakes up to find the net missing. He looks under his bed and finds SpongeBob's pineapple. The net must have fallen out during the night. They both laugh and decide not to tell anyone. Then they go back to Jellyfish Fields to get some regular jellyfish. As they brag about their amazing adventure to a captive audience, the screen fades to black.